It is our absolute privilege to have with us this morning international superstar, singer-songwriter Sacha V. Her voice has been likened to a mix between Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, and her most successful collaboration so far has had 3 hit singles, 2 double platinum albums, and over 20 million views on YouTube. All of this from our girl from Christchurch.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sacha V.
Yes, welcome, Sacha.
So you've recently returned from Europe. You spent a bit of time there doing some amazing things. Tell us what happened. So you released an EP here, then you took off to Europe.
Yeah, basically I released Sacha V EP and it got picked up by a Japanese label. So that kind of gave me the confidence to try something overseas. And I had a couple of shows booked in Holland. And then my friend, unbeknown to me, booked me into The Voice of Holland. So entered me into The Voice of Holland. So yeah.
No, I love it when friends do that. And clearly, you know, you've had a very successful time overseas, haven't you? Has it been as successful as you wanted it to be?
It's been, I guess so, yeah. It's like, you know, I'm always striving for more. So I just did as much as I could and I took every opportunity that was given to me. So yeah.
And you started when you were 16, you know, probably even earlier than that, because you won a New Zealand Jazz Award at the age of 16. Yeah. I can remember that. But what got you into it before you even started doing the jazz? Can you remember what it was?
I actually broke my ankle because I was more of a dancer.
Okay.
And I couldn't dance for a while. So at that time, the jazz band needed a vocalist. So I was like, oh, I'll just try jazz because, you know, I've grown up with so much jazz in my family and my mum's from Trinidad. So, like, you know, we've got that calypso element as well. So
I'll give it a whirl and see how it goes. I want to go back to Holland for a moment and talk about your time on The Voice there, because let's have a look at the clip first, shall we, of you on The Voice Holland.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Woo. So that's The Voice of Holland.
Yeah.
Wow, that's absolutely extraordinary. And 4.5 million viewers, you were saying, of that. That's like the entire country of New Zealand viewing this show. How extraordinary. So your friend entered you onto this. You got into the top 10. That has obviously been quite a platform for you.
Yeah, I mean, I was only meant to go over and do a couple auditions, but I kept on making the next show. So then I, you know, had to kind of think about, oh, maybe I'm going to spend a bit more time here. And then by the time the show had finished, I had so many contacts that I didn't really want to leave because it gave me that buzz, you know, maybe I can do a lot more in Europe, so. And
tell me about some of the collaborations you've been with, because I know OSTA, you've worked with OSTA.
Yeah, Ostra in Poland, yeah.
And obviously that was a pretty big deal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a studio one day with my producers and he came in. I had no idea who he was. I laid down a hook for one of his tracks, and about a couple of months later, his manager rang me up and said, would you like to come to Poland? We're going to do a video clip and this is going to be the single of the album. And then I was like, rang my producer friends, and how big is this guy? Like, what is this? And then, yeah, that track, I think, is his biggest selling single to date.
Wow. That's extraordinary.
And it's had over 20 million views.
Wow.
Yeah,
and obviously very important for you to come back to New Zealand to release this album as well.
It was really important for me to come back because my main goal was only to ever do well in New Zealand and you know, be able to make music in New Zealand. So the international factor was just such an absolute bonus, but now my focus is back in New Zealand.
So what's next for you?
Well, I'm very, very proud of the album, so, you know...
Which is right here, conveniently.
I'm very proud of it, and I'm just putting this out, and then next is touring the album and, you know, getting involved in New Zealand projects and things like that.
Well, no, and I'm pleased that you have come home, because I think when Kiwis, once they see, because I saw you having a rehearsal of the live performance, once they see this, there's just something about your voice. You're very unique. You've got that beautiful international feel to you as well, and you're going to blow Kiwis out of the water. So welcome home, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck with that brand new album, which is
you.
out now, and we're going to be hearing so much more from Sacha V, I am sure. If you want the album, Luminous, it is out now. Features the singles Feels Good and Stone Cold. Make sure you stick around because Sacha will be performing Stone Cold for us right here on the Cafe very soon.
Diamond ring is a thing, and a four-leaf clover. She goes, but not even 1,000 kings could win. she can do without it. Couldn't care one bit when she pleads for suggestions. But he just doesn't get it. She won't be won by anyone. She's got a stone cold heart. She won't belong to anyone. She's got a stone cold heart. She won't be won by anyone. She's got a stone cold heart. She won't belong to anyone. Stone cold heart.